Hey there, it's Hils from the Blue Flame Apothecary. The eclipse is mere hours away. I have 3 grids out in my backyard, tuning up. There's 2 new herbal smokes that are going to be uploaded to the shop. And one is a chrysanthemum and just a hint of really nice uchi green tea. And that's the members portal special gift for the month of May, also being tuned to this eclipse. I suppose that's where we're going. Before I came on to do this recording, I knew that I was supposed to, but not what was wanting to be spoken of. There's a lot of ideas out there about eclipse energy and whether or not you can, do rituals or should do rituals on days of eclipses, and should you charge your crystals to an eclipse, and la-di-da, all of the things. There's a lot of just information about crystals out there in general. The way that I work with this, the way that I play with this, is tuning in to what actually is true of an individual stellar event. Not every eclipse is the same. This eclipse today is vastly different energetically than the eclipse coming up on the full moon in a couple of weeks. And I probably wouldn't tune something or charge something to that. That's more about release as opposed to rebirth, which, this is a new moon eclipse. And also, we have the Venus-Jupiter conjunction, and that's just a grace bomb on top of this. In general, whether it's me talking or anyone else, if somebody's telling you that this is the truth about how you work with a crystal, and this particular crystal, and this, that, and the other thing, use your discernment. Use your inner barometer about what might be true. For me, this particular eclipse energy that we're having today is perfect for gridding these particular. I have 2 different herbal smokes, and they're smokes that you can either roll with your favorite accoutrement or by themselves and actually smoke, or they can be used as an incense. I kind of go back and forth with them. And I'll post more about that when they're ready. But because of what these particular smokes are, and because of what the chrysanthemum tea is, what they are being used to help facilitate within the individual being who imbibes them in whatever way they are imbibed, the energy that this Taurus, Uranus, North Node conjunction new moon eclipse is all about. It's letting go of the past, right? We talked about this yesterday in the live. It's letting go the past so that you can bring the new in, and the new is already in front of you. The door is there, it's cracked open, you just have to walk through. And all of these different apothecariums are tuned to that. They're to help facilitate that. The other piece that I was feeling really strongly coming into sitting down in front of the camera here was a short grounding meditation. Because of the high vibratory nature, the high frequency nature, and the amount of light coming down right now, and especially with this eclipse and all of that Uranian energy, and it's amazing, expansive energy. But in order to materialize it, in order to embody it, which is what Taurus energy is all about, it's bringing this high vibratory, high frequency energy, this light, through embodying it, becoming it, allowing your body to become enlightened, and anchoring that down through the grid of the planet so that it is about how you are living in each moment, and not, ooh, I'm up here, yay, 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 but you're not actually doing the do in your day to day. So take a moment. We're going straight into the meditation. I can feel it coming in. I'm going to spray a little bit, actually. This is my lavender sage spray. If you have spray or candles or anything that you want to use, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. Let it be as it's meant to be for you and how it serves you. There's a lot of energy of self-empowerment going on right now. It's very, very important to source your power from within. That's the sovereignness, that's the empress, the emperor, the way in which we are able to embody this light is by owning our power source, running our power cleanly. There's a lot of citrine in the grids that are charging out in the backyard, unsurprisingly. Smoky citrine. Okay, close your eyes if they're not already closed. Begin to breathe in and out of your heart center. As you breathe in and out from your heart, allow your attention to flow down to the bottom of your feet. See your feet bare, standing in a grassy meadow. You can feel the cool grass and the warm soil below your feet now. Allow tiny little roots to begin to form from the bottom of your feet and burrow in to that rich soil below the grass. With your feet and roots held securely within Gaia, begin to turn your head up like a dandelion, moving up towards the sun. Feel the sun warm, so warm, on your face, and allow that light to flow and warm all the way down your neck and your torso, all the way down your legs, down the little roots that have formed and are growing deeper and deeper into Gaia. Allow that light to flow into her soil. Each little tiny prism of light being carried, like on the back of an ant, into the deepest places within Gaia, warming her as the cooling element. That moisture from the soil also comes up your roots, helping you stay both warm and cool in all the right places, as Gaia is warm and cool in all the right places through you sharing the light with her. Let this light, this warm gold light, take anchor in your heart as the cooling, moist also roots there, spinning around, intertwined with one another like the yin-yang symbol. A little bit of light in the dark and a little bit of dark in the light. Allow this beautiful symbiosis to move through you, from above you and below you, from all sides of you, from all dimensions and all planes of you. Allow your inner light to be magnified as this white light from the deep inside your heart expands out like a shockwave. And as the reverberations of this light that you've shared with all that's around you begins to dissipate, you come back into your heart. Allow the roots to slowly come back up into your feet as you stay connected to the beautiful sunshine on your face, recharging you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. This is a beautiful type of meditation to do anytime you're feeling ungrounded. You don't have to listen to a guided one that just channeled through me. You can go sit in a park with your feet on the ground and your head facing up to the sun. You can lay in bed and imagine, create the park around you. This is what co-creation is in some ways, isn't it? Is allowing yourself to become that which you need in that moment. To let go of preconceived notions of I'm on a second floor apartment, I can't feel the ground below my feet. The ground is always below your feet. You can always feel it. I don't care if you're 100 stories up. You just have to believe you can feel it. And your roots can go so deep. If I can go from a second floor all the way to the core of the earth, I think you can too. We all have the ability in each moment to choose where we are in many ways. We could be sitting in the airport and bring the grassy meadow to us. It doesn't mean the airport goes away. You're still sitting in the airport waiting for your plane. But it does mean that for that moment, you're also in the grassy field. And that's fucking beautiful, right? Sometimes it feels to me like the way that we create new earth is by changing the way that we perceive our surroundings. Creating a holographic overlay, if you will, to allow our being to be in that place that it needs for that moment. Not at the turning your back on the reality of what the world looks like right now, but as a way of saying, but it could look like this. It could look like this. And then you can put your attention on this is what it could look like. And as you do that, that's what becomes. It's the wolf you feed, right? It's not, some future like sci-fi shows, Black Mirror type stuff. They'll say the world as it exists is a mess. It's gross. So everyone just puts on VR goggles and pretends that they're not there so they don't have to see what it actually looks like. This is not that. This is not let me create this holodeck so that I don't have to see what's really happening. It's let me overlay on top of this timeline of destruction and chaos, the falling and crashings of man. Let me overlay on top of that what's possible. And when you overlay on top of it what's possible, you start to bring up the vibration, and it's like building while you're also in the demolition, if that is a better way maybe to feel into it. The dream I had last night was that I was in this large house, and in the house I walked into another section of the house, and it was just concrete, and like wet concrete even. It wasn't, it was being built while we were still living in the house. They needed to make an add-on, or who knows. There was, but this is what's on offer, I guess, is why this dream is coming in now. we have this ability to begin to already be creating the world that we want to live in. Even though, you know, if you watch the local news or something, you can see that everything is also falling away. Building up, rising up. Wow, it's like the tide, right? I think that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed the meditation and this transmission, and I love you. If you want to continue journeying with me, I'll put a link below to the members portal, and I'll also put a link to the apothecary shop in case you're curious about the apothecaria items that come through, the light-encoded, crystal-gridded teas, tinctures, and treats. If you enjoy this transmission and want to keep up to date on my other offerings here on the YouTube, definitely subscribe, ring the bell. I go live occasionally and post stuff all over the place. I'm gonna get ready to do the oracle readings for the members portal now. I do a weekly pick a card oracle reading for members. I hope you have an amazing eclipse wormhole. There's so much potential. There's so much potential on offer. Just believe and let go of any preconceived notions of what you need, what you want, especially. Feel into that need. What's true, what's true, what's true. This eclipse wormhole has so much potential to bring in that which you need if you are willing to let go of the false and really embrace the true, your true power. Okay, as always and in all ways, so much and many loves from all the dimensions.